Let's bring in Zhou Han in Taipei. Zhou, good morning, or I should say good evening there. So how important is China's quick recovery to this relatively strong economy that we're seeing in Taiwan?
Well, China is the only major economy to recover from the pandemic, and Taiwan has become more dependent on the Chinese market because of this. Exports account for about 60% of Taiwan's GDP, and for the past few months, more than 46% of Taiwanese exports go to China, while it's only 14% to the US and 7% to the whole Europe. And from January to October this year, Taiwan has enjoyed a trade surplus of $131 billion with China. So from these numbers, we know Taiwan has greatly benefited from China's quick recovery.
All right, so clearly a very significant business relationship there. What does that mean when we're seeing growing tensions between China and Taiwan at the moment?
Well, Taiwanese and Chinese economies are highly interdependent. 3 of 12 China's most popular consumer brands are Taiwan's brands. And Apple's 3 major manufacturers in China, Foxconn, Pegatron, and Wistron, are all Taiwanese companies. And China is still seeking for more Taiwanese investments. Because for Beijing, there's a very practical reason. When its political and culture itself cannot be accepted by the Taiwanese people, it's really important to maintain these economic ties for Taiwan to make it more difficult for Taiwan to get rid of China.
So what does the country expect out of a Biden presidency, considering the turmoil and I guess maybe the tensions that have increased between the U.S. and China during the Trump administration?
Well, Biden has appointed Antony Blinken to be the Secretary of the State, and Antony Blinken has tweeted saying that stronger economic ties with Taiwan support our shared democratic values and our common commitment to regional peace and stability. It's really a positive to the Taiwanese government, and it's looking forward for a stronger U.S. and Taiwan economic partnership and even probably bilateral trade agreements at Biden's presidency.
All right. And finally, Zhou, how are coronavirus levels looking there right now? We talked about low infection rates. Is that holding at the moment for Taiwan, or is there any concern in the months ahead?
Well, Taiwanese government has become more cautious. Now we have more measures of wearing masks during the winter season. But for our daily life, there's like no pandemic going on here in Taiwan. So it's pretty safe here in Taiwan. That's how everybody feels.
All right. So Zhou Han, bringing us the latest from Taipei. Thank you very much.